Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're all doing well this fine Saturday. It's been an interesting little couple days here. Definitely got off work early yesterday, which was very nice. Didn't feel that well, and we've just been kind of just taking it easy, and definitely got some sleep. We slept in, and most of all, we got some work done out here. So some of you may have seen that we were live today, me and Bruce. We had Paul came on with us for a little bit. Kenny over at K-Dogs. That was really cool. We sat on there for probably 2 hours, tested out some new computers, some cameras, some mic stuff, and we worked out some of the bugs. We definitely had some issues on Bruce's side, but he was able to get it all lined out. He's definitely all on Wi-Fi stuff now. So all good signs. So it was a very valuable test that we got done. Plus, I got some building done on some stuff. But speaking of building, this will be our Saturday update. And also part 2 of Kaleido paints. So let's get this intro in there, and we'll show you what we're doing. Be right back. Alrighty, now that intro's done, let's just get this camera turned around and show you what we got. We got people wondering if I made any progress on the tractor, which we did a video on last weekend with the Kaleido paint, and we laid down some gold. We painted the chassis, and we are going to show you where we're at so far on the little mini rod. So let's flip this guy around. Alrighty, so here is the mini rod. We have made some more headway on there. Again, this is using strictly Kaleido paints on this thing. The paint is working really well. I'm very happy with it all. This was the first finished product that we've used their acrylic varnish on. This is the gloss. I'm very happy with it. So I'm not going to color sand it. It needs to cure some more. This stuff has only been on here for roughly 4 hours now, this clear. And so I'm going to let this thing sit for a few days, and then we will probably just put some rubbing compound to it, just kind of hand buff it out, and then put some wax on it, and we're going to call it done. This stuff is just sitting there. So it can all come apart, and we've got to do some weathering and some detail work on this chassis yet. Same thing with the tires. Everything's just pinned in there. I was so happy with the results of what we got here. I just thought if I'm going to show you guys, I wanted you to see that there was progress on the whole tractor, because we did do the tutorial where we shot the frame. So I figured, what the heck, right? You guys are going to want to see it. So let's put this camera down. Oh, you can see that in the background there. We made some progress on the large tractor here. We've got a 7-engine style tractor. We got the front wheels and tires printed, the rear wheels and tires printed, the body shell, the seat. I do have the steering wheel down here. So we're making progress on the larger tractor as well. So let's set this camera down. Alrighty, I'm gonna move this guy right here for now. I'm sure some of you are probably wondering what we use for that blue. If you can see that it does show some of the flake in there, that's for sure. That's good. Yep. So what we did here for this blue was we used this K311, which is the Rapid Spirit Blue. Very beautiful color. And I ended up, they don't have any candies, and this is like a metallic. So I thought, well, this is an experiment, so let's try it. So I tried a couple different things here on some of these test spoons. And this was pretty much dang near right out of the bottle. And this one here is me thinning this stuff down to 30% paint, 70% reducer thinner. Just the retarder thinner is all we use. So we did a 70-30 ratio, and we basically made that blue into like a wash. So one of the things when you do that, you got to be very careful that it doesn't run, and you really want to shadow it. You really want to be, you know, a little bit further away. I used a very small needle, so I went to the 0.28 needle, and I'm very happy with it. But before I did this on the tractor, I put a mid coat down, and we used the varnish, and we thinned it 50-50, and we put a mid coat down, and we let that cure. And at that point, then I started screwing around with the blue, because that way, if I had a bigger mistake, I could let it dry. I could probably wet sand it out and not go into my gold. So we put the mid coat down, then we started playing with the blue. This blue turned out really good. It was the perfect tone, in my opinion, by thinning it down that much. I also wanted to see if it would react the way I thought it would. And it kind of resembled a candy a little bit. It didn't have the pizzazz right away, but I was happy with it. The more it sat there and was curing, the more I was kind of falling down another rabbit hole. And it's an experiment anyhow to see what this Kaleido product does. And my mind went crazy again. So then I decided, okay, I'm going to mix this, and I'm going to throw some glitter in there. So we had some yellow glitter, and I mixed it with the varnish and the glitter. Again, we mixed this stuff 50-50 with the retarder and the varnish. We added some glitter in there, and that is the sparkle you're seeing right there. Let me pick this guy up and see if you can see it better. You can see the glitter in there. And to me, that is what kind of made it resemble a little bit more of a candy look that I was kind of going for. I put the glitter on extremely light, just extremely light. I didn't throw a ton of this glitter into the mixture because I really didn't know what it was going to do. Generally, I don't have any Gaahleri brushes that I can run that glitter through. So I had to use my Badger brush, which has like a 0.85 needle to get the glitter to go through. And I'm very pleased with it. I mean, this is a total successful test in my opinion. And I mean, I really don't want to mess with it at this point. I'm happy as heck. So it was great to see what this stuff was going to do with the glitter. It was great overall just to see how the blue was going to work that thin, and I was ecstatic. So it led to the point where we decided to put stickers on it late last night, and then this morning I wanted to get it in clear, so we did that. We put 4 coats of this Kaleido varnish on there. Again, we mixed this 50-50. We thinned this down 50-50. We put 2 light coats with a 5-minute gap in between. And then we did like a medium coat. We put about I'd say 7 to 8 minute gap. And then we went with a blast of a real wet coat. And the reason people are going to say, well, God, why'd you go so many coats? You have to. The glitter will basically put a texture in the paint. I really don't want to color sand the thing. So I wanted to kind of build it up, let it level, and then just blast it with another wet coat and then let that level. I want to just take and hand rub this thing out and polish it and call it done. If you're using a lot of glitter, it creates even more texture, and you kind of have to build it up with clear, block it down, put some more clear on, block it down just to get the texture out so your panel looks flat again. Otherwise, it'll look like an orange peel. And I'm sure there's other people that have shot glitter before. I'm not the first guy to do it. I may be the first guy that has put it in the Kaleido product. I don't know that to be certain, but I'm just taking a guess. So again, I used spoons. Some people say don't use spoons. I say use spoons. So the spoons work really well to try stuff before you get to the body. There's a couple things that I did on the spoons that I wasn't happy with. But again, I thinned this stuff way down to make it really thin like a wash, and I'm very happy with it. I'm very, very happy with this product. So definitely going to do more. And more you ask? Yes, that is going to be the case. So let's whip you guys around, and we're going to show you what the next Kaleido paint's going on. If you were on the AMC, or not, well, it wasn't AMC, it was Bruce's Eclectic World. This is what I was working on. So you can see we've already got a heck of a mess here. We're working on this NASCAR truck, RC vehicle, rebuilding this whole thing, getting it ready, making some changes, but we're going to rebody it. So like I said in one of my other videos, this was going to be the one that I was going to use as a baseline for what changes we make to that chassis, but we also wanted to go with a different body. So bodies have changed since that other truck there, and this is going to be the new truck. This is the super rad body, stock car truck, and this here is basically the Camaro, or the Charger style, Camaro style modified body that we're going to put on another chassis. But I want both of these to look alike, so that's why they're both out right now. And this is going to be the next version of the Kaleido paints. We are going to see how the Kaleido paints react to Lexan, how they're going to stick, how they're going to bond. This is kind of going to be a little bit more of an expensive test, because with the tractors, I'm printing the tractors at a smaller cost. These I have to pay for, and you're looking at about 40 some bucks per body. So if this doesn't work, it's going to be a catastrophic mistake, plus the time and all the other resources that we'll put into painting these things. But generally, like this here, and this one's dirty. This is all airbrushed on the inside, and this here is all Createx. So this is what I've used Createx on for many, many years of these Lexan bodies, and it's been very durable. You rub, you bump and hit. So we're going to put some Kaleido on here. We're going to see if it sticks to the Lexan. We're going to see how it does in a crash when you race it, and we're going to give it the old test. So looking to do that. So let's flip this thing back around. Well, before we do that, some people want to know what I store my Kaleido paints in. There they are. There's the Kaleido paint line. Very cool. Alright, well, I think we're going to wrap this thing up. See if we can get this video. We're not going to go crazy with the editing on this thing. I just want to get it up. It's a Saturday update. We've got to get some more stuff done. I got some really cool things to show for Sunday, Model Cars and Coffee. I got two really cool gifts. Some of you know that my birthday is next month. Well, tomorrow is March. My birthday is coming up here in about a week or so, and I got two really, really cool gifts. So one in the form of a couple model kits from one of the Midwest Scale Modelers group, buddy of mine there. And then I got a cool little birthday gift as well from Joe. I was kind of shocked that I had no clue that he was sending this. So we will definitely show that in the next two videos here. We're going to show that very soon because I take that very serious when somebody does something real cool like that and nice. I don't expect people to give me stuff, and when somebody does that it means a lot to me. So I'm gonna show you what Joe got me, and I'm gonna show you what Bob got me. So see you tomorrow, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening and get some bench time in. I've had a blast this last day or so. It's really let me just let a lot of the life shit go. that's been going on the last week or so, and just it feels good. It's just kick back. I'm watching the Kevin Says No late model race on Flow right now. So get out there, build something, have some fun, whether it's stock cars, models, cars, whatever. Just do something. Don't sit on the couch and be a potato. That's going to do it for me, everybody. See you on the next one. Remember, if you like this stuff, smash that like button. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. But most of all, subscribe. Thank you, everybody.